Welcome to Climbing Clouds. That was a little bit of some metallic bowl. I found this old vintage Egyptian bowl, and excuse me, I'm adjusting the camera. Hold on, let me move this back. So I wanted to play it to open up this. I haven't done a reading in a while, so I know I've been a little bit MIA. Been shifting a lot of different elements in my life in a good way. Anyways, I had found this bowl. Here, I'll put a picture, I'll put it on here. It's an Egyptian bowl. It's got Egyptian cave drawings, cave art all over it. It's a really cool bowl. It's very grounding, is why I wanted to play it. I will start playing this from time to time to open up the channel. Welcome to Climbing Clouds. Please like and subscribe. And thanks for your patience, the ones who are liked and subscribed on here. I appreciate it. I kind of took a sabbatical and I'm back now. So I appreciate the patience, or hopefully all of you are doing well. I'm trying to get more consistent, so that's my goal as I come back, to be more consistent. And I'm starting a whole new schedule in my life, and that should help with that. So let's get on with this reading. This is just a general message for the Creative Collective, and a quick read. So I started doing some pre-draw, and it was really interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. I kept drawing that. I drew it from 3 different decks. And the Magician kept coming through as well. As I also had the Tower come through about 3 times, actually. So this is pretty powerful energy here. A lot of powerful manifestation, intention, and change. So what you're focusing your intentions, you're able to create. And your Wheel of Fortune it's a fortunate time, right? And so there's this feeling of, like, how rare it is to be struck by lightning. Well, the Tower is all about that. The Tower is about having changes that are uncontrollable, like whether you want to change or not, or whether you feel like you can control this or not, you're going through a big change and it's occurring. And a lot of this has to do with a culmination of energy, which is what lightning is, right? There's a culmination, like everything has to be just right for lightning to strike. And that's what I'm sensing here is this is a fortuitous energy and change. And so honing in on this for yourself, grounding this energy. We opened up with the grounding bowl. Grounding this energy is really beneficial right now. And then let's draw in real time. This is just the pre-draw that I'm describing. So let's see what happens. I'm going to reset these cards so that we can draw in complete real time for this reading. I'm going to put all the decks back together, and we'll go from there. So just bear with me here. I'm clearing the cards. I have some Palo Santos going on here. Right now we just had a super moon too, which is really exciting. It was so big and close to the earth. And I don't know if you felt that energy or had anything remarkable happen during the super moon. But it has a lot of pull. When the moon is in that phase, it has a lot of pull on the water bodies. Okay, so I'm resetting all the cards now. And I'm going to draw from scratch here. All right. So I'm also doing this reading. I mean, whenever you see this, it's timeless. You know, you can watch this at any time and see if it connects with your life. But it happens to be the week of Halloween. So happy Halloween ahead of time. And then today just happens to be National Cat Day, which is kind of funny too. So shout out to all the cat lovers out there. Okay. Go on to, I'm getting this. I'm going to start with this deck right here. It's a brand new deck that I have. So just let me get it so that it's actually usable here. We've got it all, like all different ways, kind of all scattered. Hold on. I don't know how this occurred like this. Okay. Let me shuffle these. This is what I want to draw from first. I'll put the name of it in the description box. Okay, so what is going on now for the general collect? What do we need to know in this quick draw here? What messages need to come through? Okay, so the Ace of Swords. It was reversed, so there might be like a lack of clarity with something. And then we have the Four of Swords. Something that you're standing your ground, you're kind of like in the crossroads of something, wanting to understand and be more clear with something in your head. There's a confusion that you're wondering about because you're not sure what direction. The Four of Swords is always an element of standing. It's almost like, it's like where you are before it's like strategizing before you take action, basically. That's the frame of mind of the Four of Swords. And that's what I'm getting here, is that there's like a need for clarity. And then we have the Tower coming through again. Clarity on some major shift, major changes here. I'm going to leave this here because I want to draw from the Crow deck now. Okay, yeah, so there's communication, fast communication, as well as travel. That's the Eight of Wands. But there's going to be communication on this. And I'm sensing communication more than anything. We have here the Four of Pentacles. So again, another four. It is reversed. And another sword card, the Page of Swords. This is a young energy or a new energy of, and then the Empress has to do with the Empress and coming out of being stuck in their head. Maybe the Empress was stuck in her head and not anymore. This is anything mentally confusing or oppressing being relieved, being freed up. And again, the Tower. This is really crazy. The Tower keeps coming through. Like, no matter how many times I shuffle the cards, I get the Tower, which is kind of, I mean, it's kind of, it's a weird, ominous energy. The Tower is kind of intense. Okay, it's like changes that you cannot control at all. I want to look into this. Why is this reversed? Let's look into it from the mini crow deck, because we can clarify with the littler deck of crow. The mini me of the bigger deck. Let's clarify. Why is there a reversed reversal, the Four of Pentacles? Why is this reversed? There's a Knight of Cups entering the picture here. This is coming in with intention of love here and taking action on it as well. The Knight of Cups is very forthright. This is justice. It's bringing justice. Oh my gosh, it's clarifying this card. That's what I drew it on. And it's reversed. That's so weird. Okay, this is speaking really loudly. So I clarified it. Let me just show you. I clarified it on this card. And it's the same card reversed twice. So yes, this is justice for this Four of Pentacles. This is like, so it's justice for the Four of Pentacles situation. The Four of Pentacles is being stable and grounded and having stability financially, as well as having a stability with resources. Let's draw further on this. These cards came through too. I want to read more about this because I don't feel like that's the complete clarity. Well, we've got the Knight of Swords. So this is someone taking action. It's very similar to the Knight of Cups. It's more strategic. And the cups are heart-centered. So this is someone taking action in a very heart-centered and very intelligent, very like having forethought to the situation. We have here the Page of Wands. So this is like a really creative energy. It could have to do with children. It could do with a young or new energy too, because it's a page. It's a page of the wands have to do with the creative fires, And I have here the Six of Pentacles was coming through, which is a sense of being generous. We also have here the Ten of Wands. So it's like both of these came through slightly reversed. And the way I'm reading these is that there's a sense of wanting to be generous despite being tired or being like vigilant, maybe had been vigilant for a while. And also not being able to make decisions, because this is the reversal of the Two of Swords. You read the bottom of the deck. We've got something hidden coming through, or some kind of secret to this situation. And it's, again, another page. And we're getting almost every single page. It's this time it's the Page of Pentacles. So this is in regards to choices and a lot of new or young energy. And then it's funny because we have the young energy, but we also have death. Why is death coming through? And then judgment. So I just sense this is like, and then here's the Tower again. That's crazy. I have never drawn the Tower this much in a reading. So there's judgment is coming through. I did draw judgment in the pre-draw as well. This is very like, I feel like this is a really spiritually guided change. Like, I don't know, this is crazy. So we have here, there's like a sense of moving to a place of peace because of this change. And because of the shedding of the old, there's like a feeling of release here. And I'm going to draw from the Rose deck to clarify all of this, because I'm really getting a sense of divine or it's divinely orchestrated is what it's saying in my head of when I'm looking at these cards. It's a divine intervention. So here we have the beginning of the Ace of Fire. A lot of beginning energy here, manifesting. This is the end. This is now the 10 of Air. Okay. And the 3 of Earth, the 3 of Pentacles is about collaborating and maybe like a sense of celebrating too. So when there's the Ace of Air, this is an interesting combo. The Ace of Air with the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. I mean the 10 of Swords, sorry. So the 10 of Air is the 10 of Swords. And then we have the 3 of Earth. Let me see one more card. I just want to see if... Oh, interesting. And then we get the I don't even... This card is like in its own... It only pertains to this deck. The two witches here. There's a duality. I see a big pendulum swing between like the ending and a beginning all at once, and a feeling of collaboration here. And it's really a creative rebirth in a big way. Then there's like the feeling of, so there was a painful ending, but there's a balance that's coming through this that's bringing a lot of justice. And then we have the 4 again. 4s are very solid energy. I think we've drawn every single 4 as well. And now we have the 4 of Cups. And the Page of Swords. So we've drawn every page as well. This is really interesting. So I want to draw from a completely different deck. Why all these intense extremes with all this change? Like, okay, so there's something about a broken heart, because this came through. I didn't even draw it. It was like sitting there staring at me. We've got the Hermit reversed, so coming out of being a hermit, and also putting down anything that you're juggling. You know, this is the 2 of Wands. So you might have been lighting the candle at both ends, so to speak, but now not doing that as much. So that's good. And then here is more communication coming through about this. What is this? What are we really looking at here? Like, what's going on? We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay. And the 3 of Cups, there's like a celebratory energy and a young idea. But what else is coming through? Oh, wow, the 10 of Cups. Okay. Well, that's exciting. And the 6 of Pentacles. This wants to come through too. This has to do with the Queen of Wands. And then there's a sense of generosity with the 6 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing this as like quite an abundant time where you might be celebrating some really big changes. And there's a sense of wanting to be generous in how you approach your new projects, maybe, and your sense of collaboration with people in your life. There's a lot of it's like divine timing, I would say, like maybe changes that you didn't foresee are happening though, and just flowing really easily, because it's a huge time of events coming together that maybe we're not really, like, you wouldn't have seen this at all. Like, it's almost like a surprise gift from the universe or something. That's what I'm sensing. Just the tower coming through this much is kind of crazy on here. And then we have death again. I keep drawing that. Here's the lovers and the Queen of Swords wants to come through. The Moon and the Queen of Cups. The Emperor, the Devil, and the Nine of Cups. So this is being really truthful about what you are wishing for in a way where you're not afraid to take action on it. The Emperor goes after what they want. There's a sense of rebelliousness with this, and of like really following your passions in a way that, you know, like you're really following what your heart's desires are. And kind of in doing that, I think that there's like a death of the old way of doing things, and maybe a rebirth and more of a creative spark with the new intentions, the new change. This change is really big. It's like part of you is changing in a way that you'll never be the same again. And so this has to do with, this is coming through too, temperance. It's an alchemy card. So it speaks of change, because alchemy, when something changes through alchemy, it's also not the same anymore. It you know, goes from one form to another, like when you have metallurgy happening or something. You know, it's not going to be the same that it started is not the same that it ends. Here the Nine of Cups is coming through again. The Five of Pentacles now, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. These were both a little bit reversed. So from a reversal standpoint, I would say that if you're feeling out in the cold with what you're building and what your desires are, like if you're not really feeling like you're hands-on in your life, you might want to change that, because this is what's wanting to come in, the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. And this is the ability to take action in what you truly deem as worthy of your heart space. If you're out in the cold with that, you know, that's going to be a big barrier. Let's look into that too. I'm going to draw on that. I want to draw from a different deck though. I'm going to draw from an oracle deck. So you might be facing decisions that are maybe hard to make. Like you want something in your life, and it's going to require that you become the magician in order to get that. Like you have to be willing to change your approach, the way that you work with that, whatever your idea is. You need to be willing to change not just your perspective, but how you go about approaching in order to truly manifest. The magician is all about transformation. It's requiring you to also follow your intuition more. You might be overly logical. You might have a need to open up to your intuition more profoundly. There is definitely, this is a time of celebration though. The changes that are happening And this is bringing your life in harmony. So this you can trust these changes. And like I said earlier, it's divine timing. I was just talking about this. So it's like almost like trusting the bigger picture. Like maybe you don't see everything that's going on. Maybe you don't see everything that's going on, but trusting divine timing, because the universe has your back, and it's like something bigger than what you realize is happening. And so this is bringing harmony into your life. And this has to do with a spiritual awakening. You're being asked to have faith and to set your intentions right now. Yeah, you need to have more trust. These are big changes that you're going through. And if you're embracing the magician energy, and what you'll find is that this helps you to be truly walking into your Wheel of Fortune, because the magician is all about manifesting that and changing, like utilizing your own resources in order to create something more abundant. That's the energy of the magician. And I just got done saying the Wheel of Fortune. Here it is again. I just drew it again. And it's a positive change. Like it might have to even do with marriage or something foundational, because the Four of Wands, it's the 1111 card. It has to do with soulmate energy. And we have here the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. You can't get happier than this. Like, this is an amazing way to end this. I'm going to end the reading on these. The Sun, the Four of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all about aligning your life to your purpose and trusting in that, and being willing to take the action that it takes for that to occur. And that's going to be different for each person. And I know that everybody's at different points with this, but this is what's coming through the reading. This is a big movement for your these beginnings have to do with monetary and stability, monetary abundance and stability for you. You need to be careful of anybody wanting to steal any of this from you, and in getting to a place of a place of safety, and then also just an awareness of that not everybody has your back. That will avoid any further heartbreak, and that this collaborative energy keeps coming through. It's a very dynamic time. It's a very creative and dynamic time. You're coming out of being a hermit. You're coming out of hiding away from the world. And you have enough tenacity and mental fortitude. The Queen of Swords is here, so you can see what needs to be cut off, and like the boundaries are set. You have firm boundaries, that's good. And temperance keeps coming through. So this is all about alchemy. That's the change that's going on. It's the alchemy in your life. All right, that's the drawing. That's the quick read. Thank you for climbing clouds.